Alright, what's up everybody? It's your boy Akeem and welcome to today's vlog. We are on week 3 of the 2014 college football season. I'm here to give you my key matches and predictions for this week. Start with tonight's matchup between the Houston Cougars at number 25, BYU Cougars. I think this could be a pretty good matchup, and they both had nice quarterbacks. Starting with Houston's and John Okor, coming off the Rookie of the Year award winner at the American Athletic Conference last season, and they finally pulled off their first victory last week, and he has a good receiver and one of my top receivers entering the 2015 NFL Draft, and Deontay Greenberry. Now for BYU, they have a sleeper for the Heisman Trophy at the end of the year, and quarterback Taysom Hill. He pretty much discombobulated my Texas Longhorns last week when the BYU Cougars played at Texas and crushed us 41-7 due to his particular great play from Hill, throwing the football as well as running the football. And I think he could be an excellent sleeper for this year's Heisman. And I think this is going to be a great duel between these two quarterbacks. But I'm going to have to go with BYU in this game because their defense is a lot better than Houston's. Next game, Virginia Tech's going to be hosting East Carolina. Now this game, it could be an upset alert because I think that the Pirates of East Carolina are pretty good. Now last week, Tech pulled the upset of the week when they traveled to Columbus and beat the Ohio State Buckeyes. And I think they have a great defense. Now the game is back in Blacksburg, so Hokie's going to be hosting this Pirate team. And I'm going to have to go with Virginia Tech in this game because they have the home field advantage and they have so much momentum going for them. I don't think that East Carolina's going to pull the upset, even though they put up a great fight last week against South Carolina at the Gamecocks on home field. Next game, number 21, Louisville is going to be traveling to Virginia to face the Cavaliers. Now, I do like the Cavaliers' defense, but head coach Mike London's offense needs to step it up in this matchup in order to pull the upset against the Louisville Cardinals. Now, for the Cardinals, I have to apologize. I underestimated this team, particularly with their speed. They have great speed on both sides of the football, defensively and offensively, and because of that, I have to go with the Cardinals pulling off the win, remaining undefeated. Next game, undefeated Minnesota is going to be traveling to TCU to face the Horned Frogs. Now, last season, Minnesota turned their season upside down and went 8-5 last season and had a great year. And I think that this team could start off this year undefeated 3-0, and I believe that they will because they have a great running back, and David Cobbs ran over 200 yards so far this season. And TCU has too many off the field troubles, particularly with their star defenseman Devontae Fields. He was actually dismissed from the team, and because of all these distractions off the field, I think the Horned Frogs are going to lose this matchup, so I'm going to have to go with the Golden Gophers in this game. Next game, two 2-0 opponents. Illinois is going to be traveling to Washington to face the Huskies. Now both these two teams didn't really play top competition. They had a couple of great warm-up starts to get ready for this game, and I think that the Washington Huskies are going to get things together and pull the home victory for Chris Peterson and company. Next game, at the Swamp, Florida is going to be hosting Kentucky. Now Kentucky has a pretty good defense so far this season, and they have a great defensive end who can also play outside linebacker in Alvin Dupree. Florida's definitely going to have to pay attention for that. Now for Kentucky, they didn't really play top competition themselves, UT Martin and Ohio, and they did perform impressively, as well as for Florida, in which they killed Eastern Michigan 65-0 in their first matchup. Now I'm going to have to go with Florida in this game because I believe they have a more balanced offense and they have a good set of running backs, and quarterback Jeff Driscoll did have a good game in their first game. Next game, number 4, OU is going to be hosting Tennessee. Now, I believe that both these two teams have decent quarterbacks. Starting with OU and Travis Knight, he emerged as a star last season in the Sugar Bowl in a big, impressive win against Alabama. Now, for Tennessee, they have a pretty good quarterback in Justin Worley, who passed over 500 yards and 4 touchdowns. Now, the key thing for Tennessee to pull this upset are belonging to 2 X factors: freshman Jay Hurd as well as senior Marlon Lane. They're going to have to improve in running game, and Bush Jones is going to be counting on them to depend more on the running game to just slow down OU's defense and beat up OU's defense and try to use quarterback Justin Worley to control the clock as well as be the hero at the end of the game. But they're going to depend more on their ground game for this matchup. But I still have to go with OU because they have a great defensive player and Eric Striker and a good defense overall, and it is at home. Next game, my Texas Longhorns is going to be hosting number 12 UCLA. Now, you see the Bruins did bounce out outside the top 10, but they're still a ranked opponent, and they finally got things a little bit improved last week against Memphis, and their offense with Brent Hundley and company, and the offensive side still has a lot of work cut out for them, but I still think they're going to pull the win over my Texas Longhorns. Longhorns last week against BYU, I kind of lost a lot of faith in them and a little bit disrespect because of the poor tackling in that game against BYU. They just couldn't get everything together on the defensive side, and I think that Brent Hundley and the UCLA Bruins is going to come off with a good win. Next game, two undefeated teams. Penn State's going to be traveling to Rutgers. This is going to be a good matchup between two more great quarterbacks, sophomore Christian Hattenberg of Penn State and Gary Nova, the senior for the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Now, Nova has passed for 6 touchdown passes so far, and for Christian Hattenberg, now he's just a sophomore, but he's very mature for his age, and he already plays like a senior, and he is a great leader for this Penn State Nittany Lion team. Now, if you have to look at both of the numbers, as far as one number that you definitely have to look at is the defensive points allowed per game. Now, Rutgers allows 31.5 points per game, and for Penn State, 13.5. So this is an easy one for me. I'm gonna have to go with Penn State with the visitors' victory. And last but not least, Nevada's going to be traveling to Arizona to face the Wildcats. The reason why I had to call out this game because I think that some of you guys need to look at quarterback Cody Vajaro. Now, he's 6'2", 215 pounds, and he's a senior, and he's actually one of my top 20 quarterbacks for the 2015 NFL Draft, a prospect that I'm going to be looking at throughout the entire season. He has the size, but I'm looking forward to see if he's a good, accurate quarterback, and he does possess a decent, strong arm. I'm gonna have to, if he pulls off this good victory against Arizona, I think this could be a good jump for his stock going further down to the season. But for this game, I'm actually have to go with Arizona in this one. They pulled off a couple of good victories, and including last week against UT and San Antonio. That was a good victory. UT San Antonio actually defeated Houston Cougars in the week 1 of the college football season, and they're looking to pull another upset against Arizona, but Arizona got everything together and pulled off the escape victory. So I'm going to have to go with the Wildcats in this one. Now, the next time I'm going to catch you guys is later on today, actually in just a few seconds, where I will talk about Week 3 Game of the Week. Thank you for watching this vlog from the Football Source. I'm your man, Keem McCall. Be easy.